Hi friends, this is a continuation video of a series of videos I have done. Please do watch my previous videos for better understanding. In this model I have added some windows using the window tool. And now let's learn how to make an easy and simple quantity schedule using BonsaiBIM. I am using Blender 5.0.1 and the Bonsai version is not the latest stable release, but you can access these features in the stable release also. We need a spreadsheet software. For that I am using LibreOffice Calc. This is an excellent open source option to deal with spreadsheets. I will provide the link in the description to download this software. So let's start analyzing this model. We have a floor here. We have the IFC column here, wall, IFC wall here, then IFC beam here. Then we have IFC doors and windows. Let's view the inside. So go to the left view. Now I will show you a tip. You can press Alt and B to select a rectangle here. Then you can actually clip the model and look inside it. Now we have this furniture elements. I am drag selecting this. Using control drag select, you can deselect the floor there. So I am disabling the snap here and move this to the corner. Let's create some more copies of it by pressing Shift D and X. You can also use this select IFC class button to select all the IFC furniture elements. I have created a few more copies, and let's go back by clicking Alt B again. This is a very simple workflow to understand the basics of the quantity takeoff. So let's start creating some columns with these headings. First serial number, then item, then quantity. Let's add one more column here for the measurement type, and finally the unit. Let's start listing the elements one by one. So first one is the floor slab. We want to find out the area of the floor slab here. We need to get the quantity from the model. The standard unit we are using is meter square. The next one is column and the measurement type is volume and the unit is meter cube. Let's add the wall here. The measurement type, quantity and unit is same as of the column here. Next we can add the beam here. Here also we need to find the volume of the beam. And next we need to find the area of the roof we have created. After that you have the doors, windows and the furniture elements. For these elements we are just counting them. Let's create some borders for this, and also we need to find the quantity values here. We are back in the model. Let's select this IFC floor slab. In the object information tab down here we can see quantity sets. Here you can either go with the IFC OpenShell base quantities or Blender base quantities. I am using IFC OpenShell base quantities and clicking perform quantity takeoff. It's that much easy to generate these values. Let's verify the gross area of this floor. So we have looking into the dimensions. Let's load the calculator here and let's multiply the 12 meter length by 6 meter width. We get 72, and that is exactly what is written here. Along with area we get the depth, length, net area, net volume, etc. So I am entering 72 meter square here. Next we need to measure the volume of the columns. For the floor we had only one element, but here for the columns we have multiple columns. Select perform quantity takeoff after selecting this column. We got the values for this individual column, but that's not the case. We need to get the volume of all the columns and we need to find the sum of all these values. For that, let me introduce you to a new method. Go to Quality and Coordination tab here. There under collaboration you can see the spreadsheet import and export. Here you can add a search group, then select the class and add filter. Here you can just type IFC column and click select. This will select all the IFC columns in this model. Now just go to the costing and scheduling tab here. There also we can see the perform quantity takeoff. Either you can click here or you can go to the object information and click here. Both are actually same. But there are some advanced features in the costing and scheduling tab. Now back here I am adding a CSV attribute here. So first one is class and IFC class. I am adding one more, and instead of the IFC class here I am writing the header as volume. Let's click the open web UI to see what happens. So this is the Bonsai web UI here with the CSV values generated, but the volume values have not been generated correctly. For that we need to enter the correct CSV attribute for generating the volume values. If we look into the quantity sets, we can see it's written Q2 column base quantities. In that there is net volume. So here I am typing it as the same Q2 underscore column base quantities. Type exactly what you see there, then dot net volume. Now just click the open web UI. The volume values of each column as well as the sum has been updated here. So instead of net volume, if we type dot length here and open web UI, the length of these columns will be updated here. So I'm typing the net volume here again. The total volume we get is 3.84 cubic meters. So I'm typing it here. To take the wall quantity also we use the same technique, but instead of IFC column I am typing IFC wall here and clicking select. Don't forget to perform the quantity takeoff. Then back here again, instead of Q2 column based quantities, for walls it's Q2 wall based quantities. So I am editing it here, Q to wall based quantities dot net volume again. Just reload the open web UI. The values have been updated here, and the sum is 45.56 meter cube. Let's type it here. The next one is IFC beam. We use the same procedure. After performing quantity takeoff, we need to edit the query as Q2 beam based quantities. It's as simple as that. Here we get 6.336. Let's type that value here. You can select the roof here by typing IFC roof and select. Perform quantity takeoff, and then instead of beam based quantities here is Q2 roof based quantities. Instead of net volume it is Q2 roof based quantities dot net area. We can just click and reload the web UI. We get the area as 109.394 meter square. Sorry, I have not changed the header to area from volume. Let's enter that value here. For the rest of the elements we need to count them. Let's see how can we do that. First one is the IFC door. Actually I know there is only one door, but let's go through the procedure. Just type IFC door and click select. Let's change the header to count, and here instead of Q2 base quantities you can just type count with all small letters. Just reload the web UI. So there is only one door. You may have a confusion like from where did I get this query syntax. For that, in the browser just type ifc open shell syntax. Click this selector syntax documentation. You can reference this website to create more complex and advanced workflows. We can see count here. This is an excellent resource. Those who are interested can really look into it. Coming back here, we have windows, tables and chairs remaining. So I am typing IFC window here and click select. When clicking select itself, we can see 11 results here. But let's go through this procedure. Open the web UI here. Yeah, 11 is correct. And actually you can export this CSV data as a CSV file. You can just click here in CSV, then you can save it as a CSV file. Now let's count the table and chairs. For that, type IFC furniture here and click select. Now both the table and chairs has been selected, but we need to count them by their type. For that, you can add a type filter here and you can type chair here. Then if you click select here, only the chair elements get selected. Then if you open the web UI, you can see the count of the chairs. So there's a total of 32. If you try to manually count these elements in a big model, there is high chance your calculation may go wrong, and also it is a bit time consuming. Enter the count here, and now we need to count the table. For that I am typing here table. I'm actually typing the type of the furniture element here. You can view that here in the object information. Here in the type section, you can see IFC furniture type chair. So we have a total of 8 tables here. Now we have completed the spreadsheet here. Let's save it by clicking file, save. I am just saving it in the IFC folder location. Here I am creating a new folder with the name schedules. Make sure you save it as an ODS file, that is open document format spreadsheet file. I am naming the file as Quantity Takeoff. Now let's see how we can import that schedule into our sheets. Go to the drawings and documents section and you can just activate this orthographic view. You can just create this drawing and view it here. Now we need to create a new sheet. For that, go to the sheet section. I am selecting an A3 sheet and clicking the plus icon. Now a new sheet has been created. Let's rename it to Quantity Takeoff. Just select the orthographic view, then you can click add selected drawing to this sheet. If you click create drawing again, you can see this drawing in the sheet. To add schedules, you can scroll down and you can see schedule section. Click the download button here. Here click add schedule. Now browse for your file quantitytakeoff.ods and click add schedule. And click this icon here to view your file in the spreadsheet. Next to it there is a button called build schedule. If you click that, there is an error. If you click this error, you can see that please define print range in .ods file to proceed. Please don't worry getting errors. It's quite natural in open source workflows to get errors, bug, etc. Let's open this ODS file and select this. Then go to format and click print ranges and define. Now let's save this file. When you click this icon again, you create a schedule here as an SVG file. You can see some red error warnings here. It was because of that print range issue. I'm just ignoring that. To add the schedule into the sheet, just click Add Schedule to this sheet right next to Add Selected Drawing to the sheet. Now if you create this sheet again, you should see the schedule there. Actually the schedule is there, but we can't see that fully. We need to edit that layout file. I'm going to the IFC folder. In the schedules folder, you can see the Quantity Takeoff SVG we have just built. To edit the layout, go to the layout section and here Quantity Takeoff.svg. Open with the Inkscape software. Here, if you zoom out, we can see that schedule here. If you are not familiar with sheet composition, I have already done a video on it. Please do watch that. Let's adjust this orthographic view and the title of it. Just double click to enter into the groups and edit. Let's move this schedule to the top right. After all adjustments, you can just save this file. Now if we create this sheet again, we can see the schedule correctly adjusted. Now let's make this schedule a bit more colorful. Here I am changing the color of the cells. I am highlighting a row here. After all your changes, again save this ODS file. Then go to Bonsai and just click Build Schedule here. After that, if you create a sheet here again, you can see the schedule has been recreated here. It's as simple as that. For more OpenBIM updates, please follow me.